audience. She is, well, she's kind of possessed with helping women, especially, take charge, be the boss of their own lives, whether they're talking about work or their life at home. So she is actually the author of this book, Boss Bitch. Please welcome a woman who seems quite nice, financial expert and best-selling author, Nicole Lapin.
Thank you.
Welcome, Nicole.
Thank you. So good to see you.
So, this isn't a how-to of how to be.
It is not. It is how to be a boss, by the way. And you can be a boss wherever you are. You don't need to have employees. You can be the boss of your family. You can be a mompreneur. You can be a boss
mompreneur.
wherever
Yeah,
you are.
that.
Have that boss mentality.
So this is really, it's a 12-step plan, generally speaking, right?
Yeah, and you have different stages in our lives as women, right? So sometimes we work for somebody else, sometimes we start our own business, then we become the CEO of our family and have a bunch of different permutations in between. We have a lot of different careers in our lives.
So this is about how to manage that, how to manage your life and your time just like you would any job.
Your time is your most valuable asset. You can get more money, you can't get more time.
Okay. So Nicole is going to help out one of our viewers, and she feels that she really needs to get stronger in a lot of these areas. Let's meet Franny. Watch the tape.
Hi Rach, my name is Frances. I'm 25 years old and I currently work in New York. Over the past 3 years, I've been working for a company where I'm one of 3 women on my team, and of those 3, I'm the only one under 30. I see that I've become less outspoken. I take the back seat on meetings, and I don't like that. I feel like I'm not the boss of my life, and I know I can be. I'm ready to be back in the driver's seat of my own life. Rachel, can you help me?
Okay. Well, Franny, unless you want to learn how to cook for the rest of your life, I can't help you, but Nicole here can. Okay. So Nicole, take it away.
Okay, so the first thing is dressing like a boss. So this is the first thing people see, right? So you want to feel like a boss so other people treat you just like one. Right. So we've heard a lot about cost per wear, right? Rachel, you talk about this all the time on the show. So first you have to factor that in. You don't want to break the bank when you're trying to dress like a boss, right? So you divide how many times you're realistically going to wear something.
An item.
Right, by the original cost. Next, add the maintenance costs, like dry cleaning or tailoring per year. Subtract that number from the original cost, and you get the value per year. Now, if the value per year is greater than 65% of the original cost, buy it. It's worth it. If it's less than 65%, skip it. Not like a boss.
I love that. That's really good. And I also like... I wouldn't even bother to do the math unless it was on something I could picture myself using multiple times, and you know, like the little black dress or little blue dress or solid color, this, that, or the other, right? And multiple seasons and all of that go into it as well. Yeah,
not the trendy thing that you're gonna wear like a couple times. Let's be serious.
That I always buy cheap, cheap, and cheaper, right? So next, well, if you're gonna look like a boss, you probably need to talk like a boss,
Talk the talk, right?
Talk the talk.
Here's my thing. Women say, I'm sorry, way too much. And Franny, I gave you a little bit of homework, right? Yeah. How many times did you say sorry in one day? I made you count this.
The top was 35 times in a day, and I'm ashamed of it. I'm sorry.
That's bananas.
She just said, and I'm ashamed of it. I'm sorry.
But you actually didn't do anything wrong, right, when you said I'm sorry?
Yeah, there were a couple times where I wasn't at fault.
So what happened?
A barista gave me the wrong order, and I apologized for asking for the correct one. I just don't want to waste her time.
So here's the thing. When we were little, right, we had a swearing jar. So when you said some bad word, you put money in a jar.
Well, we were Sicilians. There was a lot of that going on. We didn't get the jar. We didn't get the jar so much, but I've heard of them. I've heard of them.
So when you say, I'm sorry, gratuitously, and you didn't actually do anything wrong, Franny, I want you to put $1 in a jar.
Wow, you're gonna be rich in a week.
Right? 35 bucks you could have got that one day.
And at the end of the week, you could go buy a really good piece of clothing that's got the 65% rule.
Use the equation,
Okay, so sorry isn't the only word women should avoid overusing, right?
Right, because we use all these qualifiers when we're speaking or when we write emails. Let me show you a typical email that maybe you're gonna write using probably, maybe, all these qualifiers and then affirmations like right or don't you think. So here's something. Dear X, I just wanted to see if you possibly have a few minutes to look at my project. I'm thinking maybe we need to change the direction. It would probably be stronger if we did X, Y, and Z. don't you think? All right, how about this instead, Rachel? Oops. I'm so excited, I'm just breaking things around here. Okay, cross this out, cross this out, cross this out, cross this out. And now it reads, Dear X, I wanted to see if you have a few minutes to look at my project. I'm thinking we need to change the direction. It would be stronger if we did X, Y, and Z. Isn't that stronger?
Much different statement, right? Yeah. Much different statement.
Because you come from a place of confidence there.
So now that we know how to come from a place of confidence, get rid of our qualifiers, how she can talk with more authority, how she can dress with a strong statement, what are we down to now? Negotiating?
We should negotiate everything, ladies. So our credit card interest rate, why are we not negotiating that? Our cell phone bills, our cable bills, our salary. So here's the first thing to think about. Always ask for a supervisor. Number two, always think about leverage. If you tell a cable company, for example, that you're gonna leave to a competitor, they will often throw you a bone versus losing you as a customer. But be ready to call their bluff, by the way, because sometimes they do. Okay.
All right, so this seems like a fun experiment that doesn't take a lot of time. Light bulb, why don't you guys go and try and negotiate her bills?
We're gonna do it.
We're gonna see. Now, I want real deal results here.
Okay.
All right, no phony business.
We got you.
What are you guys gonna work on? How many?
All the things. We got this.
They are going to push buttons on my phone until their fingers bleed. So, while they're off doing that, I have some good news. Nicole is very generous, actually. She brought a copy of her book for everyone in the audience. She did not forget about those of you who might be watching at home. You can head over to our website for a chance to enter to win a copy. And, you know, if you like click on Amazon, they'll probably deliver you a copy by nightfall.
Like a boss.
Right? Exactly. So you girls go have fun. Get to it.
We got this.
Kick some butt. We'll see them next to the show, later in the show. Up next,